Hello, and welcome back to Trails of Cold Steel 4. We have a lot to do today, but, well, relatively speaking, I'm going to be doing multiple episodes, but, you know, for today and tomorrow. But we need to cover as much as we can as far as, like, side quests, seeing these updates in all the towns. What else do we have to do? I mean, those are the main things, honestly. I don't know how to go about this, really, so we're just gonna kind of start with the smaller towns, take a look around, like Titus Gate. I want to check out Titus Gate, Aaron Village, St. Arc, all of those, and see what's up. My party is currently... We're probably not gonna get into many battles. I mean, unless there's, like, forced encounter somewhere. I don't know. But, this is my party. But I needed someone with a break damage order and all this other nonsense. I want Muse in here, Randy for damage. Randy hasn't had very much time on screen, so I wanted to give him some extra time. It's so hard. There's just too many characters now. So what's going on over here? Bolts, check. Wheels, check. Oh, that's good. It's all equipment where the slightest error in judgment could create a huge accident. Doesn't matter how many times I check, I still get anxious thinking about it. Yeah, gotta have those bolts and wheels. Wheels? It uses treads. Well, I mean, they're still... I mean, wheels on a tread, but I don't know. I don't know how tanks work. I can't claim to... Clark and Nash. There's so many characters in this game, I don't remember who they are. Hey Nash, thanks for saving my ass in that battle simulation. I just can't seem to get good at shooting. I really don't think I'm ready for a real battle. I told you not to worry about it. I'm no marksman myself, but us newbies gotta help each other out. Nice to hear you say that, man. Little Bird says the war's close. Whatever happens, let's come back alive. You can bet on it. Who are they? I don't know. I remember you for some reason because you're always standing here. Time may be short, but the new recruits have somehow managed to become proper soldiers. It won't be an impediment to our main forces for now. On the battlefield, you can only rely on your own strength. As soon as the squad is ready, I'll suggest we improve their strength before the campaign begins. You do that. Supreme Commander Van Dyke says that the war will be over in a month. I feel like it's going to be over in a few days. According to the Sergeant Major, we'll be using all available supplies in preparation for a quick fight. We have to do everything we can to support the Armored Division's advance. So they're so confident they're not even taking, like, more than a month's worth of prep for it? Yarnak. I don't remember. The Armored Division's new uniform makes me feel like a new man. The mayor and all the residents of Ulster are all counting on us. Oh, yeah. You were selling grape juice. Right. We are going to defeat Calvert and take revenge for His Majesty. Why isn't Oliver going to make a big display saying he's back and explaining things? Everyone would listen to him. You could stop all this nonsense. Maybe. Preparations for the advancement of the armored divisions have been progressing well, but we discovered today that some aspects have been far from sufficient. We're currently hurrying to amend the situation. Even though it's just a march to Liberal's side of the neutral zone, they'll set off once the war starts. Any oversight on preparation is unforgivable. We have to be prepared so vengeance can be exacted in Viscount Arsade's name. That's all he's mentioned. The Viscount, I'm glad he's alive, but... Yeah, you guys are all fighting for people who are all, like, secretly totally fine. There are about 100,000 troops between the 1st Armored Division and 16th Armored Division. Each division is equipped with a railway cannon and an airship. Well, that's a big deal. They got Panzer Soldats and an abundance of supplies, too. They're being sent to the main front. But there are 6 more divisions awaiting orders. Whether or not Calvert surrenders, it'll all be over in a month. They should just surrender before they suffer any unnecessary casualties. I have a feeling you guys would shoot them while their hands are up. Stupid curse. Lock them all up. The noble faction have reformed a party. Sauls? Yeah, I think you've just been around here. And there are rumors of a third party. This is no time to be letting our guards down. However, all of that is insignificant against our master plan. I'll get revenge for the Emperor and the Prince, even if it costs me my life. Next time we step on Erebonian soil, we'll be welcomed as heroes. No wonder I can't have, like, Prince Oliver at my party. I could just walk around as him and be like, hey, about that. I heard patrolmen... The patrolmen here have been working hard to support the Armored Division. I am grateful for your cooperation, Sergeant Major Belter. All in a day's work, sir. It was a great surprise. The long-term stationing of the division was actually part of Operation Jormungand. Stationing them at Haken Gate to move them through Liberl to launch a counterattack on Calvard when the war begins. What a hell of a plan. What a hell of a plan. Such a long name, though. It was only made possible due to the mobility of the armored divisions, too. The Cross-Bellin front lines will be where the main fighting is, but will invade from 6 directions with similarly sized units. It'll only be a matter of time before one of them breaks through to the Republican capital. Lieutenant Colonel, the commander of the 16th Armored Division is awaiting. I'm afraid I must go. My apologies. Sergeant Major, please maintain the tight patrols on the Liberlian border, just in case. Yes, sir. I'll be praying for the success of the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions. So the troops that will be passing through Liberl are already moving. Now that Operation Meal Mirage has been put into motion, it's likely the Royal Army's on the move. It's up to the Radiant Wings now. I can't talk yet. Yeah, there's the rivalry at the Draco Shrine first. I'll get it done. I forgot Toa was with me. Only 2 people in here. It seems like they were preparing to march, but now that the day's here, they're having a bit of trouble. The armored divisions and new recruits together total about 100,000 men. They've barely had a full month to prepare. I doubt everything is going to be perfect before they head out. Yeah. Listening to the troops, it sounds like they'll pass through Liberl so they can attack Calvard. It's unbelievable. Other countries are going to be dragged into this conflict too. This could be far worse than the 100 Days War. This conflict is on a massive scale. They said it was only going to take a month. That's like a 30-day war. I have a lot of thoughts on it, but the armored division will set out anyway. I pray that they will have success. You got anything? Okay, so everything that said update here was just NPCs. Got it. I think. Yeah. Now let's go to Aran Village first. It's pretty big. I'm going to be reading a little faster because I really want to cover as much as I can without... I don't know. I mean, you could talk to one NPC and they could secretly have like 40 lines. So it's like... some people are going to get less attention than others. That's just how it is. Also, I did a little grinding. I'm actually blocking it with my camera, but I have 50,000 Mira and bought a lot of people's weapons and upgraded them, so. I also have, if you can see my Sepith, 10,000, I didn't even know it went past 9999. I have 10,000 of the Earth Sepith or whatever. And that's after, like, super grinding out, or, the slots, you know, leveling them up. A lot of people have max slots now. I'm exhausted. Won't someone bring me something meaty and juicy and sweet while they're at it? She's really taking it easy, huh? I know you're tired, but you can't just laze around all day. I do have some job to take care of. I was going to pop out in a bit. Besides, some carefully focused slovenliness over a short period of time will help me restore my mana. That's certainly rather skilled of you to manage, in a way. You've got to be kidding me. Apparently some strange person wandered into the village.
Well, it's probably fine to leave them be. They look like they're with Thors.
Who?
Besides, I need some carefully focused
Sutherland. Yeah, okay. Someone from Thors. Let's go over to the fairy spring. In fact, I want to see if there's a secret scene. Elisa, Fee, Emma, Laura, Sarah. Let's get her out of the way. Elisa, Fee, Emma, Laura, Sarah. Lisa, Fee, Sarah, Laura. Damn. What are these all Breen's, like, starting love interests? I feel like they are. Is this just going to be a conversation about Rain? Oh, Toa would probably be there too, because... There enough, a familiar group found themselves in the open air bath. Oh, God.
Looks like I'm the odd man out here. I'll just be... No need to be shy, Reen. These aren't any worse than swimsuits. Nothing scandalous here. Besides, we even have Toa here with us this time.
Why are you guys all in a circle around him? This makes it even weirder.
You sure do. This has got me thinking back to when we went to the hot springs in Amir. Time really flies. I'm still not sure why I need to be here, let alone in human form. Well, either way, I'm glad you agreed to make an exception and tag along, Celine. Can you believe your luck, Reen? You basically have your pick here, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone does, but I can't say I deserve any of this.
Why not?
I'm the one to blame for the crisis the world... God, Reen. This world is now in. The Great Twilight. And yet here I am, relaxing with my close friends. I got so many people I can lean on. I really don't deserve to be so lucky.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. I think you do deserve it. Reen, it's really alright. Times like these are really precious, so we gotta make the most of them. Agreed. If you wish, I'll even scrub your back for you to take some of the edge off. Then I'll take care of his hair.
Guys?
I could help tend to your ears if you'd like. What is going on here? I'll be on shoulder massage duty.
This is a little much, don't you think?
You made the girls feel sorry for you, so this is what you get now, Reen.
Yep.
I'll grab us some drinks and maybe snag a bite or two.
Oh my god. And so, after an extraordinarily decadent soak, Reen stumbled out of the hot spring, recharged in a variety of ways. No wonder they're all like, you don't have to tell me. It's fine. Then they're all just like in love with them and hanging off of them. They're all in an agreement. Like, let's just share him. Clearly. Okay, guys. It was only a little weird. I kind of expected it to happen. It's kind of funny. Who did I have? Randy. Yeah. Okay, I think we're all back to normal. There wouldn't be two in the same little section, right? Or chapter thing? I don't think there would be. All right, let's go to the inn. How you guys doing? It's not every day we get a customer from outside the village, let alone such an unusual... Is that Beryl? Oh, God. I mean, it really takes a lot of luck to get lost in the woods and wander in here, but a guest's a guest. She said she's an old friend of yours from Thor's. We'll be sure to show her our best hospitality. It is. I didn't even see you when I walked in, but the second he said weird, I'm like, yeah, I must have glanced her somehow.
Beryl, what are you doing here? She claimed she got lost in the woods and simply ended up here. Walked right through a barrier and into the village like it was nothing.
She's the final boss.
What? How's that even possible? What is the meaning of this? Sorry to surprise you all like this. Ever since I first heard legends of a hidden land somewhere in Isthmia, I've been dying to see this village for myself. It was a tough journey, but now here I am. With Beryl, I feel like I'm trying to make sense of things only makes them more confusing.
Is it even worth trying to ask you for more details at this point?
I simply follow where destiny guides me.
Okay.
I don't understand. There should be no way for a normal person to get through the barrier on their own. The teleportation stones may be a little off-kilter. We should probably look them over one more time. A wise decision. I sense an ill wind blowing in this village's direction. I fear what future may hold. Is that so? She sure is a strange one.
As long as you're here, Beryl, try not to cause any trouble.
I wouldn't dream of it. The Hexen clan and I are just fellow seekers of truth in the universe of mysteries.
How is she the weirdest thing in this village? Seriously, I have so many questions about you.
Intend to tour the village just once and then take my leave. Pay me no mind. That said, to be in a place where so many share my fascination with the occult, it wouldn't be inappropriate to say I've found my spiritual home. And how wonderful it feels to be home.
And Beryl just gets more mysterious. Well, I need to take a look at you quick. Thor's network. Beryl? Because she's only got 2. I swear to God, if she had more than 2 things, I would assume she was a secret boss or something. Honestly. I don't know. There's just something about you. You're clearly connected to some nonsense. Right? Oh, now she can make magic cuisine? What? I've had to go to Freddy every time because you've been busy. Okay, no one upstairs? No one upstairs. General goods store. My nose. I don't know why you even bother at this point.
Hello, and welcome to Limerick.
Is there a reason you're buried in books?
Oh, don't mind me. Ever since the mastermind behind all of this was revealed, I've been going over the old history books. I never would have thought that the Ebon Knight was lurking behind all those incidents. However, if I reapproach these documents with the facts in mind, I can easily understand what the gnomes are thinking. I can feel all my doubt and questions melting away. Wow, that's great. Do you happen to know if any new information has turned up yet? As a matter of fact, yes. It regards the completion of the Great Twilight. The Black Workshop is entirely unfit for this purpose, since it was cut off from the spirit veins. They must have taken some special measures to fix that. And in contrast, we're trying to come up with a plan to strike that point.
I see.
If the spirit veins are connected, we might be able to come up with something. Indeed, this is thanks to you all activating the spectral moon mirror. I'm truly thankful. Ashen Awakener. Children of Thors, take care of yourselves on the rest of your journey. We will, thank you.
Do you have anything new? I don't trust myself anymore. These things pop up randomly, so I have to check every shop just to double check. But it doesn't look like it's new. Nothing. That's fishing bait. This shop might be like completely filled out now. I haven't fished in so long. Okay, you're done. And this covers all 4 homes. Yeah, we don't even need to walk around. Just teleport. I still have to check the center of the village, but I knew the gnomes were good for nothings the moment they betrayed our clan and tried to lay their hands on the Great One. But now it seems that the Dark Dragon's creation was just as much a disaster for them as it was for the rest of the world. Where do I take a break in your sentence? Honestly. But now it seems that the Dark Dragon's creation was just as much of a disaster for them as it was for the rest of the world. I don't know. It's just... I can't figure out where to stop in that sentence.
Right. If what the spectral moon mirror showed us about the real mastermind is true, the gnomes have been through a lot.
We may have lost their elder, but they lost the holy beast, and of course, their pride. The curse shackling them ensured that loss.
It's hard to know anything for sure, but it does sound like they've been subjected to an even more tragic existence than we have.
Well, there's no reconciling with them now. All we can do for them is to oppose their plan to the very end.
Yeah, not only to pay tribute to them, but also to prevent this world of ours from being destroyed.
The confidence of youth. Welcome here anytime. I'll tell you all I know about the other rivalry participants.
Oh.
You're going up against the Palatinate Knight next, huh? It's both speedy and tough. Be sure not to let your guard down. Many of its past awakeners have been a little quirky. Really? When they match up well with Zector, they could prove to be a formidable opponent. Don't get caught up by his tricks. Stand your ground and fight it out to the end. Thanks for the advice. Okay, so I gotta come back to him and talk to him every time we're fighting a knight? Is that what I'm getting? Where did I go in this menu? I just need to check here. Shit, I still haven't bought these. I mean, I doubt we're gonna be blocked off after this from Aaron Village, but I'm gonna have to save up and buy these soon, because I'm still looking for the last talisman, and then I confuse them to make... Who knows? Yeah, I bought so many of those. You didn't have anything else, right? Nope. Sure doesn't look like it. Oh, I made an EP3 orb. That's another thing I did off camera. Not a big deal. I mean, it's just an EP3 orb. Oh. How you two? It's been a while since we were able to kick back and relax together. How's Noah been doing these days? She's starting to act a little more mature. She and that familiar of hers really seem to understand one another, so maybe that's part of it. That's great. I knew the kid had it in her. It's up to us to stop this great twilight, you know, to give her a brighter future. You're right. We'll keep doing whatever we can, you and me together. Noah's grown a lot in a short time I've been away. It does my heart good to see. Maybe I'll catch up with her. Or actually, I heard someone from the outside wandering into the village a while back. That's a pretty rare occurrence, so maybe I'll go check out that instead. Noah's matured a little, I think. Taking in that familiar must have taught her some responsibility. I couldn't be happier. We can't just sit back and allow the world to end. We owe it to our children to give them a world worth living in. Sure. Still can't get anything new from you. And you essentially have just a basics shop. Alright, one more house on the outside. It's only been 22 minutes and we've already searched 2 places pretty there's no one. Oh. Over here. Master, are you sure you're okay? You scared me half to death when you collapsed like that. You always overreact. So I was avoiding telling you this, but I have a condition where I feel unwell if I overexert myself when using my power of divination. Really? You're a good student, Sigyn. Learn to properly harness that power within you and keep growing. When I was young, I dabbled in some spells I shouldn't have and brought this affliction upon myself. I see, so that's why you're having me focus so much on the basics. Well, don't just stand there. You have training to do. I'll be all right after I rest a while. Really? Well, now, this is awkward. I didn't want you to see me like this. I've been doing what I can to resist the twilight, but it looks like I overdid it. Don't worry, I'll be fine once I get some rest. Apparently someone wandered in. Yeah, I know. From what I hear, she's a little mysterious, but not a bad person. Perhaps I'll go say hi. I was so scared when Master suddenly collapsed. I'm just glad it wasn't serious. Still, the spirit veins aren't looking too good. I have to make sure I support Master so she doesn't overexert herself. Yeah. Very important. Okay, Nina. Alberio's finally old enough to offer up some proper assistance now. It's been an absolute lifesaver, especially when all the adults are getting busier and busier. Even we're feeling a little anxious too. I guess that means we only have a little time left before we hit the apex of the Great Twilight. You know what? Everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, I know you can do it. And, you'll have me cheering you on too, so go out there and beat this thing. I remember last time I talked to her, she had like... Oh, okay, we have 2 more people. She had like so many lines. Now you do it. You won't believe this. You won't believe this. Someone from the outside world stumbled into our village today. And it happened right after I started helping around the house. Must have been a gift straight from Adios. But, well, I asked every question about the outside I had bottled up in my brain, but all the answers I got were so boring. I guess not everyone out there is super interesting. It was a little disappointing, to be honest. Yeah. Don't set your expectations too high. Where's Noah?
Huh? What's this? You're probably worried about your owner, huh?
Is she... Oh, she's in the middle. Okay. Oh. That was...
It's not Loki's fault the hot spring got all messed up, but I said something really mean to him. I feel awful. I wonder if he'll forgive me. The thing with the hot spring was my fault. Loki, can you forgive me?
Oh. Hey, you don't have a reflect... Oh, never mind. Oh, they're just... You're gonna be fine. We'll be back. We'll be back to check up on this crazy story soon. We're gonna go to Parm now. Old Agria Road is main story? Oh, right, because we're going to the Draco Shrine. Okay, let's just go to Parm. Get as much done as we can. Why do I keep clicking buttons that aren't checking my quest? I wanted to see if I have a quest here. Oral Coaster Road and Milsante. I have to check those. Lake Gala has a monster. This is for leaves. We're not there yet. And Hotel Hortensia in Ordis. Oh god. All of these are on the western Lemaire. Like, literally. Well, no, not... Leaves is on here. But none of them are in Sutherland. What the hell? What am I gonna do? I wanted to do one side quest alongside all the updates, but...
Many stores in Parma had to close as men got drafted into the army. Everyone is really struggling right now. Sometimes I wonder if it's really okay for me to continue like nothing is happening.
Sure.
It's my second visit here, 4 months since the first. I never thought it would be like this. My boyfriend was drafted. Before I knew what I was doing, I was on my way to this town where we had been on a trip together. Chasing after memories isn't productive in any way, though.
You don't have a name. I'm sorry. I feel nothing for you. Tourist. Reggie joined the army and left the other day. He was a promising one. Won the special award in this year's Spring Dye Festival. I wish I could have done something to help him. To keep him. But we're powerless here. When the army calls, you've got to go. I get it. I'm just going to talk to everyone outside first. Oh, there's like 3 people outside.
I can see a lot of fish here.
So tiresome being stationed here. Let's win this war already so I can go back to Heimdall. What if Calvard were to actually pull themselves together and attack us here? Nah. Even if they did, we'd crush them easily. Uh-huh. The townspeople are getting impatient. They want to know when our campaign is going to start. It's not like we like standing around, twiddling our thumbs. For now, we've been told to stay here and await further orders, though. Sure, I gotcha. Am I crazy talking to all NPCs? I wonder if other people actually do it. Or do they just go straight to story events on Let's Plays? How do other people do it? This could be a waste. Wait, can I go in here now? You guys were not here when I was doing Kurt's Bond. I don't think they're gonna want us going in there. Okay. Why is the manager's not there either? Where is he at? Wait, did he get drafted? Oh, I don't remember if they said he did. No, his apprentice got drafted. Gallard's taken over the tavern while the owner's away. Did you hear? I've got no doubts he can manage it, but it'd be a darn shame if he let his dying skills get rusty. I like having him as my arch rival. That was the least aggressive thing you've said in a while. You see fewer and fewer men in Parm, and yet the conscriptions continue. At this rate, it'll be just women, children, and the elderly here. Mr. Gallard is stretching himself thin, helping everyone. I wish I could do something for him. Yeah. I gotta go find him. No, he's at the end. I have to go talk to him. So the owner... Yeah, there's the manager. So that owner got drafted? Bertrand asked me to look after the place until he returns from the war. Securing supplies is no easy task, but I've got good neighbors who are letting me buy some from them. Catan started helping out recently, but he's not here at the moment. He said he was going to the church with Clover.
I see. Oh, oh, never mind. You guys don't have anything good. Some of those little items they offer here have been saving my ass and other things. So, oh, I gotta go to these two before the church. Okay, how you two doing? I had a feeling it was coming, but my draft card finally arrived. Oh no. I'm trying to cram in as much weaving as I can before it's time to leave. I've practically glued myself to this loom. Poor Lou's gonna have to manage all this on her own soon, so I want to lighten her workload as much as I can in the meantime. Oh. I'm not as naive as to have thought my husband would somehow avoid getting drafted, but when it actually happened, I was anything but ready. Unlike me, he just quietly accepted it. I don't know if I'd prefer if he swore and raged against his fate instead. I mean, he probably didn't quietly. Well, he's not doing it on purpose. I mean, he sounds pretty calm about it, but I don't know, none of it's gonna matter. We're gonna stop the war before it starts, right here. Tick out all these shrine people, and then they're gonna be like, wait, I feel better. Let's cancel the war. And then we were never in any threat. You don't have anything. You may find it hard to believe, but I've been called on to join the army as an engineer. Not hard to believe. They must be desperate to draft an old man like me. My shop will stay open, so don't worry about that. Mr. Geller promised to look after it. And the inn? Man, he's doing everything. Why does it show a back door here? I can't get back there. There's almost no reason to show me this. I mean, it's got no name saying like indoors or parm or whatever, so probably nothing. It's just weird seeing a back door show up on the map.
Father Hobbins has been keeping our morale up with his inspirational sermons. Idios will provide guidance for us if we only seek her. My faith is strong again.
Okay.
May Catan's father return home soon. May Catan be able to find happiness. Father Hobbins has taught me a lot of stuff about Idios and old legends. I'll do my best too, even though Dad can't be here for a while. I'll probably cry sometimes, but I'll do my best for Dad's sake.
You're being honest and strong about it?
Nice. I sat with the children listening to Father Hobbins' stories all day. Story Day is a public reading of tales based on Idios' teachings arranged for young children. They both looked so at ease listening to them. Father Hobbins was so wise to think of this.
Sure. Well, have you come to join in on Story Day? It must be utterly incomprehensible for children to lose their parents to war. I should try to reaching out to them with Idios' compassion, at the very least. Good job, you guys are working hard. We're actually done with Parm now, though. Oh, the Derflinger's over here. Okay, let's go check out the field exercise camp then. Huh. I don't know why I'm saving. It has been a while, but I highly doubt anything's gonna happen here. 1 second before we start. That looks like Annabelle and Kenneth together. Ooh. Okay. I had to rehydrate. Might as well. We're doing a lot of talking today, so. Instructor Reen, it's an honor to see you again. You guys are here to see what we're working on. Forgot you have the really deep voice. That's about the size of it. Your plan was to use the Derflinger and the Arc Royale to destabilize their defenses, right? You're using the Arc Royale? But Cedric...
It won't be easy dealing with the RMP and the Intelligence Division either. We have to think outside the box. We're gonna need plenty of support on the ground in the lead up to the final rivalry too.
It'll be no easy feat, but Instructor Michael taking command of the Derflinger should inspire confidence. As for the Arc Royale, that's going to be packed to the gills with Thor's grads. We've got a lot of friends in the military, so we should be able to poke some holes in their defenses. Wow, when you hear it all spelled out like that, It really brings home the scope of the plan.
Have you ever known Thors to do things in half measures?
You're not even from Thors, though. It doesn't matter, but still, right? I don't think she's from Thors, right? I don't remember.
By the way, Kenneth and I have been traveling around making arrangements for the 2 trains' destinations.
Are you guys together?
We'll be safe here a while longer, but we should probably start thinking about where we want to go next.
Right. I think we can get closer to the front without being spotted. I trust your judgment on this completely. You both have a real eye for details.
Must be thanks to all the time they spent looking for the perfect fishing spots.
Well, this would be the catch of a lifetime. Thanks, everyone. Best of luck. Of course. Be careful out there, you guys. Kenneth won.
Really, Kenneth, to think you were intentionally avoiding getting in contact with anyone. It's no wonder I didn't see you while I was scouring the entire Empire.
What did you scour the entire Empire for, Annabelle?
Nothing, no reason at all.
It's good to see these two got to see each other again. There's still a lot to work through. Yeah. Like telling each other are you both shops too? No. I can take care of things over here. I got plenty of friends I can depend on. Just take care out there.
You sure do like this, huh, Reen?
I can't be as deep as Sojiro.
Tight lines out there.
Yeah. Why can't I go in? Oh, they just don't show up like that. Whatever, we're starting in car 4. Who's in here? No one? Because it looked like there was an actual update. Oh, there's people in here. There he is. Good day, everyone. Celestin, I didn't realize you were here. I don't think I've seen you since the airship incident. And my, how grateful I was to have you there. Things could have been much worse.
Fiona, Instructor Michael, it's good to see you again, too. I understand that you've been briefed on the plan?
That's right. We'll be participating in the diversionary tactics. The handling of the Dareflinger will be left largely to the main campus students, but coordination between all parties will be key. Right now, we're just working out the logistics of it all. Oh, so that's why you're here too, Fiona.
Yes, I came to discuss matters with Major Michael in Father's stead. He says the 4th Division is going to turn a blind eye to any movements on the Dareflinger's part.
I see.
Makes sense the General wouldn't want an order like that traced back to him.
Thanks to that, getting around should be quite a bit easier. We were just going to start drawing up some more concrete plans when you all arrived. Marquis High Arms has agreed to provide support to the operation across the board. I will also be on hand for the duration to offer what assistance I can. Thank you, Celestin. I'm sure you'll be a great help. You're right, I'm feeling more confident already.
I'm limited on what I can do to help Elliot and Father, but there has to be a way I could support them. I'll have to think of something. Since the war was officially declared, it's only been getting more and more difficult for everyone. Please stay safe.
Sure. Time may not be on our side, but if we use the RMP's special line, we should make it. You're heading for the 2nd rivalry, correct? Be sure to see it through. Don't tell me everyone's gonna be updated after this. For the 3rd one. That'll be too much. I intend to lend a hand where I can, even though I am merely temporarily managing the branch campus. If possible, please do not find it necessary to worry about things here. I mean, not that it matters, but we're gonna be like at 100 episodes. And most of the Let's Plays I've seen, or playlists I've seen for this game, people have like 160 episodes because they make like 15-minute videos showing one conversation. But if I'm doing hour to hour and a half videos and it's still over 100, wow. We're a little close here.
I found a maintenance document that includes what we've been working with. Despite how thorough it is, it's surprisingly easy to read. It's a surprisingly easy read. The author really put a lot of thought into this. I'd like to meet them someday and see what they're like. I'm pretty sure that it was Tatiana that authored the document. Makes me feel proud to be your instructor.
Ada!
Hey, Ada, carrying out a maintenance on the Dareflinger. Yes, it uses a system unique to the branch campus, including the calculations methods and settings. While I've backed up the original data, what I'm in the process of now is rewriting it to match specifications made by and for the main campus.
The hell are you talking about? How complicated are trains? I see, thanks for that. I'm counting on you to use the Dareflinger as you best see fit. This train literally has like a communications network and the ability to move on a track. What kind of nonsense is this calculations and specifications settings?
Of course, I'll take good care of her. Anyway, I feel like I finally have an idea of how sizable the missing piece in this equation is. Almost every operation so far has been led by Prince Cedric, after all, and now it kind of leaves me feeling, well...
I understand, it's only natural to feel on edge at a time like this, you know. But you've all changed since then, right?
Yes, the times of me chasing after His Highness, trying to be worthy of him, are in the past now. I don't doubt there will be difficulties that we can't manage alone, but it's our turn to lead him, away from the wrong path he's chosen. And we'll be unwavering because no matter what, we adore our prince.
In that case, I'll be sure to watch the main campus's courage come through. You can bet on it. You've had a lot of character development. A decent amount, I guess. It's only happened recently, though.
Never thought the network comms could be used like this. It hurts my pride a little, but I think I'll be taking notes from the source, if you don't mind.
Do what you gotta do. Alright, we gotta head to, like, the last car. Pretty sure we came in on the 4th car. Is there even anyone else on here? Just random nameless students. The joint component adjustments are complete, so we're finished here for the time being. We'll really be able to see how well we can fully utilize it once we hit it crunch time. We need to prepare ourselves now. Sure.
There's a pretty huge array of controls to get used to.
Where?
I heard that the Dareflinger was attacked by Ouroboros. The branch campus has really been through a lot, haven't they?
Yeah, we have. I don't even see a terminal where... She's just speaking nonsense. It's fine. That's it. That's all that's going on here. Wow, we're literally just checking off the Sutherland list at this point. That's crazy. Dreknar Fortress. And then St. Ark. I mean, we have to. If I don't get to any side quests, then I don't. That'll just be this. Seems like your transfer is confirmed, Warrant Officer Allen. I've heard you've been reassigned to the Zauber Soldat unit on the front line. Can't imagine General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart are going to be too happy about that. And it's a good thing I went over their heads and straight to the IDF for the transfer. Though it's technically not official until the war really starts. Why do you bring it up? Are you looking for a transfer too? The 4th Division's not what it was. You'll never win any glory unless you're right in the thick of all the carnage. I don't know, sir. Being on standby and keeping the peace is still an important job. I suppose there's nothing we can really say to convince you of that now, though. Well, you gotta lock them up. Curse. We'll all be rooting for you anyhow. I don't need you cowards to root for me. I can't believe you'd throw away a chance to crush the Republic once and for all. Well, if you won't come, you won't come. I'll just have to take down that many more enemies in your place. The public streets will run red with the blood, oh my god, for the glory of the Empire, and so that Bridget and I might finally have a future. A future stained in blood. That doesn't even sound like Alan anymore. The curse's influence over him must be getting stronger. I don't like this. Who hurt you? Alan. Why do you have such a big hole in your heart that the curse can fill? Because that's how it works, right? Okay, there's nothing going on here. Cathedral Square. I can't believe... I mean, when I get to the next episode, I'm going to go through all these and do whatever quests are here. Because, like, Arl Coast Road, we have half of that one side quest there. And there was another side quest in Ordis, I think. so I'll be doing those alongside, but I'm just going to go through these lists in separate episodes, I think. Maybe combining leaves. I don't know. If we finish St. Arc fast enough, maybe I'll go over to one of those, but... I hear the 1st and 16th Armored Divisions are mustering their forces at the Titus Gate. They must be setting up to advance to Calvert from the Liberlium border. At the rate things are going, the whole continent may be consumed by this great war. Considering the disparity in military capabilities, human casualties are inevitable. Lots of people are going to die. You could just cut that whole sentence out. I plan to consult with Marquis Higharms on how I can support those who survived the war. Well, that's good at least.
Hey, did you hear? Miss Fiona came to the concert and she taught me so much. I just need to get the beat and it'll be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, no, that's too fast. That's like 190 BPM.
Matching with the beat is tough. Etta and I submerged a radish in water and it began to sprout leaves.
Okay.
Apparently all you need is a simple radish stem and you can cultivate leaves that are just as edible as the veggie itself.
Oh.
I never would have known if I hadn't looked it up. It's quite a bit of fun to learn about little life hacks like that.
Oh, I see. I see. Just classic... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know... Oh my god, I'm losing my mind here. I can't even speak on it. I don't know. I didn't know that. I wonder if that's real. Maybe. I heard they're requisitioning grain from my contacts back at the food agency. They said there's nothing we can do at this point but cooperate. The way things are, it's only a matter of time before bread becomes a luxury item. War or no, if we don't put proper priority on our food supplies, the country has no future.
Dear, how about we speak to Marquis Ballad?
Ah, yes, it couldn't hurt to try at least. I'm sorry, my dear. I know I said we'd enjoy the last years of our life in peace, and now this arises.
Well, I've been waiting for you to retire and come home for the last 30 years. Waiting a little longer won't make that much of a difference.
Oof. I mean, it is... He's bringing up some good points, though.
The dahlias I've been looking after in my master's place are blooming beautifully. If only he could have seen them. I let my mind wander onto such a depressing train of thought. I'll have to pick one of these and press it.
Oh, right.
That way he'll see how they turned out when he gets back. And there will be so much more. I'll make this the loveliest garden in all of Zamiria.
Sure. Oh, you guys are working together now. I spoke to Dinah, and half of our harvest is going directly to her stall. Hopefully that will bring in the mira we need to plant our next crop. First, we'll need to do everything we can to revitalize the stall. Sure.
Rekka and I...
Is it Rekka? I don't know.
And I are running this little stall together now. I reviewed how the stall was being managed till now to see if we could keep it going. There's no longer an inventory problem, but we're still only getting by the skin of our teeth.
You'll get there. Oh, right. Cures Petrify. Why not? No one down there? Okay. And no one else? Yeah, we talked to everyone outside. God, I'm far too thorough. Half these conversations are not even important. Well, most of them.
Thank you so much for your generous contribution. Please allow me to offer my gratitude. Please, don't worry. The Archbishop already thanked me. I was worried that it wouldn't just be medicine you needed, but gauze and bandages. I just hope my contribution will help you restock. Thank you so much for your concern. We'll use your donation wisely.
Good. Now just don't brag about it. I've finally finished tilling the soil. I've decided to cultivate olives in this patch. Vegetables and trees require a different method, so there's a ton of studying I have to do. Why do I want to plant olives? That's a secret. Everyone's depressed before the war, but no matter what trials we face, we must keep pushing forward. I like olives. I kind of want olives now.
More and more people are being conscripted for the war effort. Fortunately, there are many brave folks here. I'm sure they're nearing their breaking point, even if they're not showing it. I just hope that we can bring some relief to everyone's hearts, just like the performance earlier. When I ran out of herbs, a merchant called Euclase, who visits sometimes, helped me out. Thanks to him, I should be able to make the salve that Rower Cathedral needs. He's an interesting young man. He has as deep an understanding of medicines as I do, and knowledge of many traditions and legends. For a time, I suspected he had some relationship with the Grelsritter. There's so many interesting young folks these days. Euclase, could that be the guy from Erin Village? He's supporting St. Ark in secret as a regular person. That gives me some confidence. Indeed, my own mother used to do similar things as a wandering witch. I'm grateful that the Archbishop would say such a thing. Euclase is a good guy. Okay. Oh, is that one guy gone who's like, do you support the war? Because I'm not staying here if you don't. What's going on here? You say General Le Guin is part of the rebel forces. Know your place, commoner. I haven't heard anything about General Le Guin from the newspaper or the radios. I was just saying it was suspicious. Exactly. Weren't you implying that the general is part of the rebellion by saying that? The government announced that General Le Guin is at the front line waiting for an opportunity. This is seriously detrimental to the war morale. Manager, call the IDF immediately. Come now, please, calm down. You both seem to have expectations of General Le Guin. We don't have much information. Why don't you discuss this? Let's discuss what you know calmly. You have a point. Maybe it's good to hear the positive rumors. I will bring you some tea. I hope you find common ground. They're concealing the existence of the Viceland army with that kind of excuse, huh? It's a bad excuse. It's just like they say about being close enough to argue. Something like this will be resolved through rational conversation later on. General Le Guin. I've had a lot more guests arguing with each other. When the manager talks to them, they end up calming down for some reason. His nonchalant, laid-back attitude is actually saving us for once. I mean, he's done it so many times. Every time I see him, he's like smooth talking his way down from any escalations. I'm sure he'll manage to take care of that argument over there, too, so there's no need for you to worry. Yeah, I believe in him. Okay. Department store. Oh, right, can we tell him Toval's alive? We had so many orders and repair requests for military uniforms from Titus Gate recently. I thought they only had a handful of troops stationed there to watch the border with Loberl. But for some reason, we have orders for new recruit uniforms from... Oh my god, you're just repeating yourself. I'd rather not think about it, but are the armored divisions going to pass through the Kingdom of Loberl to wage war on Calvard? There's a lot that we can deduce, but perhaps it's best if we didn't interest ourselves too much in military matters. You're kind of on the mark, but... I think it was pretty clear. It's good to know everyone's not completely naive. I've only been hearing bad things about Kleissenko recently. People are saying they're in leagues with the government and are covering up illegal activities. Well, you've been hearing the truth. That's it. They were so popular, but now they've disappointed so many. I wanted to eventually visit Kleist Mall, but in light of recent news, I think I won't. That's just so disappointing. Oh, are we gonna get Hugo, like, on our side now? Because his business is falling apart? The delivery service I operate with my husband is starting up again. Recently, my husband's truck was requisitioned by the military, but it just so happens that Kleist & Co., on managing director Hugo's orders, began to support the business owners with and the flow of goods. My husband borrowed a truck from the company, so he's been able to resume his deliveries. I had no idea what we were going to do for a while. I'm going to work hard with my husband to make this relaunch a success. See? Last time we were here, she was... I need more of these. 90. She was doing so bad before, or they both were. Just a little time back. We've talked to them every single chance we've had, I think, too. The bookstores in the capital are voluntarily removing books published in Calvard from their displays.
I feel like you've told me this.
Even though those Calvardian books never did anything wrong, as a second-hand bookseller and as a book lover, I just can't believe it. The world of books should be free, regardless of what the international political climate has looked like at the time.
Yeah, I agree.
What did she say last time?
She was putting Calvardian books on display and they were asking her to remove them, I think. And now they're just banning them or something. Ooh. I knew he would do it. Oh, hey, Torvald just paid me a secret visit just earlier. He was doing much better than I thought he'd be. Such a relief, but does he really does like to cause a scene, huh? You were crying about his funeral. Now you're like, he's much better than I thought he'd be? Torvald showed up here? Of course he's much better, he's not dead. Yeah, I used to provide some assistance to the guild's St. Arc branch back in the day, so Torvald and I are well acquainted. The branch may be gone, but there still needs to be somebody to sort the help requests and provide weapons to the bracers. We've also been collaborating with Legram branch in certain cases. I see, that makes sense. I heard about your situation. I can't do much, but I hope to fully support you and the bracers. If you need any weapons or armor, you're always welcome to my store. Thank you very much, but your weapons are not good. I'm relieved to know that he's safe, but things are gonna get even more serious as the war draws near. I'll do what I can to make sure you've got wings of your own to fly. Yeah, you have the exact same stuff as everywhere else. And you're inconveniently located here. I'm kidding. I wish they all had unique weapons, though, instead of just the same set.
Isn't the Emperor's surgery happening soon? Empress Priscilla and Princess Elfin must be beside themselves with worry. There may still be Calvardian spies around, so it may be difficult for them to go outside. But I really hope the two of them are able to pay the Emperor a visit soon. Let's see, His Majesty's. Be great if we could visit the Emperor too.
Yeah, I'm sure we will when we're in Crossbell. And I certainly hope it succeeds. It would suck if it didn't. And he actually did die. Ash couldn't live with himself after that.
I swallowed my pride and asked Dad for a story again. He was weirdly happy. I don't actually have any interest in his old tales. I just wanted to get my mind off things. There are a lot of people coming to make orbment adjustments because all of the wild monsters, but rationing makes getting new stock difficult. It's not a rebellious phase or anything, okay?
You are too mature. I was surprised when Coyle wanted to hear some stories. Said he couldn't get into the swing of things if I didn't, so it seems his rebellious phase ended pretty quickly. Oh, and lately, all the plants in my store have begun withering. It's said that things like this are harbingers of ill tidings, but well, take care of your plants. In reality, war's almost upon us. I can't help but feel it was really an omen. You took care of your plants, though, right? Seriously, like, yeah, I have to double check that to see if there's more items there. Oh, this one looks fine. What are you talking? They're all fine, sir. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh God, there's even less people here. Wonder, Albert, and Kaiser Dice. I hope their training in Nord is going all right. My contact managed to persuade the supervisor at Zender Gate. He managed to get them to Nord safely. Many have left Nines because of their public image, while others have been conscripted. They're the only hope left for the club. We all hope to have a future after the war. It's in my best interest to make sure they're thriving out there. Sure. I still have yet to use a horse. Or a bike. Like, there's just no reason to be on the field, because you haven't given me a new field in a while. I could just teleport everywhere.
Got a response from Nash. Oh yeah, Nash was working here. Let's see. Corolla, I had no idea you were so madly in love with me. I can't promise that I'll marry you, but if I come back from the war in one piece, I wouldn't mind going out with you. What the hell kind of fantasy world is that dummy living in? If he what does he mean if he comes back in one piece? Enough of the hero act, Nash. Cut the crap and just come home already.
What did your letter say? And she said she was gonna send it, but we never got to see it. Got nothing up here. It's pretty funny though. At least he's aware. Nothing new. Oh man. I need some more of those gifts. I've got a lot of people who will be leaving for the army, stopping by these days. They come in and sell their precious heirlooms and artwork so they can leave some mira behind for their families while they're away. Just the other day, a man came in with a watch his grandfather had given him. It's painful to imagine the amount of hardship my customers must be going through to part with such treasured valuables. Yeah, I get it. War is bad.
Mom and Dad wrote a letter saying that we should devote ourselves to the Empire, and that soldiers should die for the great Erebonia, if that's what it takes. It's just so wrong. Mom and Dad are so wrong about all of this. I agree, Ron. We can't treat human life as dispensable. From what I could tell in their letter, they're planning to come pick you up in a few days, so please remember this. Don't lose sight of what you know is right, and be sure to follow your heart.
Hide her? Do not let them near her. I don't care if they're your parents. If they talk like that, you better hide her. Oh, we're done here. Well, besides that, people outside. That's ridiculous. Oh, she was the only person outside? Okay. How are you guys? Wait.
Who's Richie? I get it. You're worried about your dad going off to the army. You're mad because it seems like your mom doesn't care, right? Yeah, that's why we're fighting. But I think your mom is really very upset. Why would you say that? During the Civil War, both my mom and dad... Oh yeah, it's the kid who's helping us. He's living with his sister. Both my mom and dad protected us, but they were taken by Adios' side. I cried to my big sister every day, but she wouldn't cry, and she tried to cheer me up instead. One night, when I woke up in the middle of the night, I saw her crying. That's why I think your mom really does want to cry, but she's staying strong for you. Then I was being mean.
This kid has learned so much.
I feel like I actually made things worse. Was I any help to Timothy?
No, you helped. He's aware now.
If Mom was putting on a smile to try and make me feel better, then I really said something horrible to her. Mom, I'm sorry.
Now you just gotta say it to her.
Ever since the Master was conscripted, Timothy has been so worried. Both the Mistress and I have tried our best to cheer him up, but it's just had the opposite effect. Richie is now our last hope. I wonder if it'll work.
And Richie's your brother. I think. Yeah, she's like the only maid I recognize. Interesting. Is Mary here? No.
It's been a while since we've got a break together.
Things have been hectic indeed of late. I heard that you got a message from Mary the other day.
I did. It sounds like they've implemented a full-scale military training curriculum over at the Horse. She's in charge of training a new type of Panzer Soldat. My poor girl must be stressed beyond belief.
My darling daughter is instructing the use of deadly weapons. This is exactly why I was against her becoming an instructor at a military academy. That does it. My sweet, kind-hearted girl will participate in this foolish war no longer. I'll get in touch with the principal and...
Please calm down, dear. The other instructors have been helping Mary however they can. Sounds like she's in the clear now.
Who's the principal in the main campus? It's not Van Dyke anymore. I don't remember. Or have they even mentioned it? Well, as long as she's safe. By the by, speaking of instructors, I trust she's not been propositioned by any ne'er-do-wells among the faculty.
You really dote on that girl. You really do. Now that his lordship is returned, the Master has a bit more room to breathe. Such a relief, supporting artists in a noble pursuit, but he's working himself to death. Even now he must be going under so much pressure with the government requesting substantial funding. That's where I come in. It's my job to ease his mind by serving him the most delicious tea I can muster.
Sure. They would not be happy if they knew it was Makarov, of all people, that was with her.
My husband will never stop doting on our daughter, no matter how old she gets.
Yeah, she's far too old for you to be in control of her.
I wonder when I should tell him that Mary has fallen for someone.
Never.
Now that you mention it, I wonder what Alistair is doing. It's the first time he's gone into a creative slump since the incident, isn't it?
Ah, you mean back when Alistair was in love with a young lady from a different class. When she tragically perished in an unforeseen accident, he lost his spark for a while. His talent is one for the history books. It'd be a shame if he let his artistic sensibilities languish.
What?
I thought that was Blue Blanc when he was in disguise. Am I wrong? Who is Blue Blanc? Lost his love in an accident. Interesting. Huh, well. We can go in here. Good. So we've only really done 2 actual things, which is the hot tub and apparently whatever event's going on up at the mansion, but that's gonna have to be the end of that. I took him for a nag, but he... Oh, who's talking? Oh. But he turned out to be a sensible man. Very well, I accept your offer. Charles signed the agreement.
Charles?
Huh, you gullible idiot. Didn't notice the carbon paper underneath, did you? You signed 2 deals at once, you fool. Guess what the one you haven't seen entails. What are you talking about? You just donated all your land to me. I'm gonna put your tenants to work. Have a summer cottage built here and whatnot. War's not a game. My plan is to live comfortably right here. And that's exactly what I'll do, thanks to you. What an ass. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the contract you speak of is all soggy and illegible. What? But you didn't spill anything on the table. How did... Oh, the maid spilled on his pants.
I suppose the tablecloth was still wet from when I washed it yesterday. The paper on the bottom got damp, and the ink blotted all over.
Her derpiness just saved them. Charles got lucky this time. I don't think a signature on carbon paper is legally sound, but still, that was a really nasty scam. That's awesome.
When Lord Dendare revealed the carbon paper trick, I could feel all the blood drain from my face at once, but fortunately we were saved by Izzy's clumsiness.
Oh, did I say derpiness? I'm sorry, I meant clumsiness. That was rude.
All's well that ends well, but if it's all the same, I'd prefer not to have a conversation with my doctor about my blood pressure in the near future.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to dry the tablecloth properly, but it was only damp in a few places, so I thought they wouldn't notice. It's kind of embarrassing that they found out.
I'm going to keep these documents. We can continue this conversation in court, Lord Dentaire. No, hold on. That first offer I made, you can at least accept that one, no? It's not a bad deal for you. Can't we settle this outside of court? I beg you. Oh, you were going down, sir. Sore. It was good. I made this whole episode worth it. An asshole. Trying to scam. Whatever. Marquis Hirams is here today. There are other visitors today too. If you have business with Marcus Ballad or Hirams, then you may proceed. Sure. Just back to normal everyday life here. Oh, never mind. Marquis Hirams? I was under the impression that you were in hiding. I remember your apologies for the intrusion. I need to have a little confidential discussion. Would you mind terribly if I had it here? A confidential discussion, you say? Make yourselves comfortable. This is your mansion, after all. This golden-haired young lady, I don't think I've had the pleasure.
It's nice to meet you. I'm Lucy Sutherland, secretary to the Grand Prince of the Principality of Meriferia.
So,
Today I'm speaking on behalf of the Grand Prince.
Remiferia? I do have some information on the movements of that country. I thought they joined an alliance with Mildeen to take part in the war. Wonder why they're negotiating with high arms. So that means Remiferia is still keeping themselves open to other options.
Marquis Ballad, would it be possible to speak with you? I know that his lordship is well informed on the situation in all aspects. I hope you use the great wisdom to help advise us on our best way forward.
All right, Wilhelm. You have abundant experience when it comes to political maneuvering. This is easy. Well, of course. I will definitely offer you the best advice I possibly can.
Do you mean it? Thank you so much.
Interesting. Come now. Time is of the essence. Let's make our way. Sure, let's use the office. That was a good... I'm impressed how easily you've persuaded him.
It's due in no small part to the efforts of your lordship. I wonder what else he could do for us.
Shall we get going? Sneaky.
Seems we came at just the right time. Secretary Lucy is holding a meeting with the two Marquis. Doesn't look like it's about Operation Meal Mirage. How interesting.
Oh. She's in the office. This might be a good time to visit her. Right, I brought Musei. Let's see if anything happens.
I'm just so glad the master's back. According to what I heard, the airship his lordship was in got hijacked.
Hijacked. Hi-hacked? I think my tongue is getting all numb. Or not numb, but like super dry, and to the point where it's just like, hi-hacked, you know.
I'm ashamed that I was enjoying my life quietly passing by while the master was in such a predicament.
I'm gonna make sure that all the servants are trained better to serve him, or something.
I'm so happy Master just returned. I knew I didn't have to worry about Master because Mr. Celestin was with him, but seeing him happy and well, I can't help but feel giddy.
Wait, are you... Yeah, that was the main maid. I think... Which one? I think the one who was the first one I talked to was the one who was with us? Oh, I have no idea.
Why, hello everyone. Who would have imagined we'd run into each other again so soon?
Good to see you, Lucy. Sorry if I interrupted your talk. I didn't mean to be a bother.
Oh, don't be silly. You're not a bother at all. Besides, the things we're discussing here today affect you just as much as they do us.
It's hard to argue with that. But, I don't know. How do you know, Rain? We haven't talked to them.
But putting that aside for now, I've been traveling a lot lately, and so I picked up a very interesting novel to read in transit, set in Remiferia, so that immediately caught my attention. That being said, you mind taking it off my hands? My bags are heavy enough as it is, and it would be nice to know it wasn't going to a good home.
Okay, sure. I can't wait to give it a read.
Thanks so much. Here you go.
Chapter 8.
Now, if I were Kayla, you would have to check to make sure the book wasn't bugged. But rest assured, no gift I ever offer will contain any sort of listening device.
Good to know, I guess. Thanks. But is it even possible to stop the government's plans going forward?
To be blunt, preventing the war is no longer an option at this point. However, we can mitigate the damage now by preparing support structures for refugees and making plans for post-war restoration, which leaves us with much more to think about than if we only had to worry about stopping it.
She's right. The war will bring with it a great deal of disorder. Though, given how many people are in power are politically gagged at the moment, incautious behavior may well put a target on our backs. I suppose you have a point. The fate of the world is still up in the air. What kind of prospect will we have when the dust finally clears? So, what the hell are you guys actually talking about? About mitigating the damage. Okay. You got anything? We can still play cards with them.
The daughter of a honorable Remiferian family and Marquis Hiram's an interesting pair, to be sure. Their timing is perfect. I had grown weary of hearing about the government in Viceland. Now, let's see what kind of juicy tidbits I can extract from this lot. Sure. I'm pleased to hear you've safely reunited with Prince Olivert. You had a hand in making the Courageous 2 happen, right? My involvement's only recent. Marquis Ragnar reached out to me in secret, enlisting my help. I see. Is the reason Lucy's here related to that? She's here for a different reason, but we're also working to find a solution to things. I've heard about your latest undertakings. The current state of affairs doesn't leave much room for optimism, does it? Still, I ask that you allow us to place our hopes on you as well. Of course, please feel free to do so. Holy shit. I can't believe it took an hour and 15 minutes to go through all of this? Damn. I still don't know what they're talking about, but that's fine. Hour and 15 minutes. I definitely can't go through here. It'll take too long. We have side quests on both of these roads, though. And Milsante's small. Leaves is not small. Well, there's just a lot of packed shops. So that one's going to take a while regardless. And there's a side quest there. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to run quickly through Ortis since it's so big. And Raquel. Ulster's not that big. We're probably going to start... We're going to start in Ulster in the next episode. I know we didn't get much done, but... I don't know. I don't feel bad about it anymore. It is what it is. I'm naming the episodes kinda clear. Oh man, my throat is just super dry and it's screwing with me. But yeah, I'm assuming I'm naming them clear enough that like if you don't care about anything but story, it'll be immediately obvious when it doesn't say West 2 or 4 that I'm gonna be doing stories. So yeah. Most of these episodes that are in between are just for people who haven't played and just want to, I guess, hang out. You know, pretty much. But no. I don't know if you like, whether you like them or not. This is how I'm playing. This is how I'm playing. Once this game's done, we get to start East 9 in 40 more episodes, probably. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one.